Coming up on Citrus TV News Live at 6, the David B. Fall College may introduce a new major.
And an update on the Connective Quarters' first round of exterior improvement grants.
Obama comments on the glitches of the healthcare website.
And bushfires spread out of control in Australia. Citrus TV News starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Citrus TV News Live at 6 on this Monday, October 21st. I'm Anna Giles.
And I'm Chris Wilner. Friday's Midnight Madness event that kicked off the 2013 basketball season caused a bit of a musical stir, and that's our top story tonight. Midnight Madness served as an opportunity for students and fans to get a first look at this year's men's and women's basketball teams. The players on the court were overshadowed by less than enthusiastic and sparse crowd. This year, the general public was charged $5 to attend, and there was a last-minute change with the scheduled musical artist. Catherine Robinson is here to tell us more about the story. Catherine.
Thanks, Chris. SU Athletics canceled Ace Hood's performance at Orange Madness this year less than a week before the event. The removal had to do with concerns and criticism over the rapper's violent lyrics, and some students believe this may have been the effect of people's desire to attend the event.
There was a minimal amount of people there. It could have been more, and the performances weren't as good.
I think that that's kind of unfortunate because I think students really look forward to the lineup of performers that they have. So I think that people maybe even bought their tickets based off that. So that kind of stinks for them.
Although many students may have been disappointed, others still believe that there were more reasons beyond the performances to attend Orange Madness.
I think people just like the camaraderie and the feeling of like getting together and being in a community and going to do something together. And I think it's really fun to like go in the dome and to just have like school spirit. We have a lot of school spirit, and I think that there's a lot of reasons why people go to Orange Madness, but I think that the main reason is because they want to feel like they're a part of something and a part of a community.
Ace Hood may not have performed, but there were still other events. Hilby the Skinny German Juggler performed, and of course there was a scrimmage by the men and women's basketball teams, as well as a slam dunk contest.
All right, Catherine, so a big change in the musical performance there. Was that the only big change? I mean, can you tell us more about this change?
Of course. SU Athletics took a lot of extra precautions this year. Of course, general admission was $5 for the public and the removal of Ace Hood. They said in a statement the week before that since it was a family show, they wanted to make sure it was age appropriate.
And Catherine, we heard from some of the students a lot of mixed reaction, but what was the overwhelming general assumption, kind of the feeling after Orange Madness to those changes?
Right. I heard there was a lot of disappointment among students. I think a lot of people were looking forward to Ace Hood's performance, so I think that's maybe why attendance and enthusiasm was lowered. But hopefully all the students can come together again and support the team for the upcoming season.
All right, thanks, Catherine.
Thanks, Catherine. Two creative writing professors at the College of Arts and Sciences have been nominated for the National Book Award, this year's most prestigious prize in American fiction. Visiting writer and professor Rachel Kushner has been nominated for her novel, The Flamethrowers, while Professor George Saunders has been nominated for his book of short stories called 10th of December. And a new major may be coming to the Fall College of Sport and Human Dynamics. It's called Food Studies and will focus on the history, politics, and culture surrounding the production of what we eat. The University Senate Committee submitted its report on the new classes, and they're now up for state approval. The Fall College also announced that it's planning a new program in trauma-informed practice for medical graduate students.
The annual Crop Hunger Walk at Syracuse University had the highest turnout in 3 years. 73 students walked with other community members to raise awareness to local hunger issues. Volunteers walked from Hendricks Chapel to downtown Syracuse on Sunday afternoon. This year's walk more than doubled the participation from only 2 years ago. Impact Week begins next Monday, and the Student Association promises it will be bigger than ever, with new incentives encouraging volunteer work. Impact Greek will get sororities and fraternities competing for the most service hours, and Impact Drive will encourage student organizations to collect the most canned goods. The week will end with the Impact Week Gala for participants celebrating all of their hard work.
And now we turn to Citrus TV reporter Russell Oliver, who has the latest on the Connective Corridors Facade Improvement Project. Russ?
Thanks, Anna. Just about 1 year after the Connective Corridor gave out its first round of facade improvement grants, round 2 is underway this fall. I talked with 2 of the businesses affected to see how they will use the money they receive to improve their property. The Connective Corridor does more than bus people around Syracuse. The bus route connecting University Hill and downtown has spearheaded many projects to help improve the city. One project in particular involves redeveloping facades for businesses along the corridor route. 16 businesses were recently selected in the corridor's second round of grants to city properties. One business selected is the Erie Canal Museum, which plans to use the money to transform a side of their building from this to this.
So it would be a mural painted on these as if they're a window going right through the building to the canal on the other side.
Cafe Kubal was also selected and has already put the funding to good use.
We got all the tables out there, we got more sidewalk room, and we were able to kind of portion it off so that we have a special place for our customers to sit outside during the summer and during like nice fall days.
In addition to providing funding for improving facades, the Connective Corridor has also put these trash and recycle bins on sidewalks in an effort to help clean up Syracuse.
Some other properties chosen include Gannon's Isle Ice Cream, the Hamilton White House, and Transitional Living Services. Businesses like Syracuse Stage, who received money in the first round of facade grants, show the great potential this project has to help beautify the city of Syracuse. Russell Oliver, Citrus TV News. Every business involved plans to do something different with the money they receive. Other examples include improving outdoor lighting for use in the evening, and a few businesses are planning on completely redesigning their facades.
All right, Russell, so big changes here. So between round 1 and round 2, the Connective Corridor has spent about $1 million. Why are they investing so much money?
Well, pretty much for 2 reasons. One is that by improving the facades that the buses pass by every day, they're hoping to attract new businesses to come and pop up along the corridor route. And also, they want to help revitalize the cultural district here in Syracuse and try to get people to go out and explore their city a little bit more.
Right, perfect. I hope it does just that. Thanks, Russell. And Obamacare has had a rough start, not only in Washington, but also online. Coming up, the latest on what President Obama has to say about the glitches on healthcare.gov.
And New Jersey legalizes same-sex marriage. We'll be right back.
Continuing to drop as we reach the thick of autumn here in Syracuse. Skies were clear today, but that won't last for very long. Find out what we can expect during your full 5-day forecast. Citrus TV News live at 6. We'll be right back.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
We are one tonight, and we're breathing in the same air. So turn on the love.
Amanda Harry.
I'm Rachel Walsky.
I'm Chris Wilner.
And I'm Anna Giles.
And this is Citrus TV.
Sick of getting food from Marshall Street? One Syracuse student is making it easier for students to get high-end takeout delivered right to their door. Caitlin Richards has more on this new company that is coming to Syracuse University and was created by a Syracuse junior.
Soon, it will be easier than ever to get the taste of the Armory from the comfort of your home on the hill.
Syracuse Catering is our formal name, Circa, and then Syracuse Food Courier Service.
Circa is a delivery service that brings Armory food right to your door on campus. Starting soon, students can sign up for spring membership, a semester fee of $75 that pays for all delivery and gas costs.
Getting takeout to your house, you're restricted to pizza and wings and Chinese food, which is great, but you want to have more variety. So as I was sitting on my couch year after year before I was able to drive, I was like, why don't we have a delivery service that brings from other restaurants, and especially Armory Square?
Creating a business from scratch certainly wasn't easy, and Faggot says she learned as she went, proving the skills come when they're needed.
Just from being asked by people that I work with if I've done something, I was able to find where to go next, and like reading Businesses for Dummies and like websites, you know, just I would kind of fish for evidence, and I didn't really know how to do it. I don't know. I really don't know how I did it. It was just kind of like a learning process as I went.
Right now, 4 businesses in the Armory are signed up with Circa, but several more are in negotiations.
It's not about getting them on board because everyone's on board with it. Everyone that I've contacted is like, yeah, we definitely want to do this. It's just getting them to sit down with me, getting the lawyer with the paperwork, getting them to sign the paperwork, and that's really it. Like, everyone's on board.
Some of those other possible restaurants include Empire Brewing Company and the Syracuse Suds Factory. Now, Syracuse University students can eat great without the hassle of all that travel. Caitlin Richards, Citrus TV News.
For more information on the business or to become a member, head over to qstogo.com.
Over 500,000 people registering for Obamacare, the president addressed the glitches of the healthcare website earlier today. He said no one is more frustrated by the problems with healthcare.gov than he is. These technical issues have made an online application process very difficult since the new exchanges opened this month. Obama finds these problems unacceptable and has a plan that administration will follow to fix the glitches. A teacher is dead and 2 students are wounded after a shooting at a Nevada middle school. Police say a student at Sparks Middle School began to open fire at 7 a.m. this morning as people were entering the building. A math teacher was fatally shot while trying to get the suspect to put the gun down. 2 boys are in serious condition after being shot. The suspect has yet to be named but was also killed in the shooting.
New Jersey is now the 14th state to legalize gay marriage. Homosexual couples around the state lined up to wait their turn to walk down the aisle this past weekend. While many gay rights groups celebrated the court's ruling, the National Organization for Marriage is unhappy that the court made a decision with a pending appeal on the issue. It will be heard further in January. And a group of 3rd graders in Southern California saw more than crabs and seashells on their beach study trip last Friday. Another oarfish washed up on the shore within a week of the last sighting. Marine biologists are wondering why the carcasses have come ashore so close to each other when sightings of deep-sea creatures, dead or alive, are incredibly rare. The carcasses are being preserved in ice and studied further by scientists across the state.
In Greece, 2 parents have been accused of kidnapping the 4 or 5-year-old girl living with them. The pair went into court today and were charged with abduction and falsifying papers. Authorities found the child in bad living conditions with poor hygiene. The couple was claiming they illegally adopted the child from her biological mother. Photos of the girl were released last week in the hope that more information about her will get to authorities. And keeping with the subject of children, a Chinese couple has been arrested for selling their babies. They earned a total of $13,000, which they spent on iPhones, computers, and designer shoes. 3 newborn children were sold by the couple over the past 6 years. The latest has been recovered and authorities are still searching for the others. Child trafficking has been a problem in China for many years.
Bushfires outside Sydney, Australia could combine into a mega fire. The largest state in Australia, New South Wales, is under a state of emergency. The fires have destroyed more than 200 homes while burning up an area larger than New York City. Weather forecasts predict high temperatures, high winds, and low humidity, creating a real risk that the fires will get worse. Rain, sunshine, wind, we're in for it all this week. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Wolski has your weather update. Rachel?
Well, it was pretty cloudy today, but at least it was relatively warm. It's currently a cloudy 65 degrees with winds coming from the south at around 12 miles an hour. We did have some gusts up to 21 miles an hour today, so you might have felt that, but those were few and far between. We had a high temperature of 67 degrees today around 1:30, and we're going to see a low temperature of 49 degrees later on tonight. Taking a look into tonight, we're going to see that the temperature is going to drop to 49 degrees, like I said before, and it's going to actually be a little bit rainy, so a lot gloomier and a lot grosser than we did see earlier today. So you might want to grab a jacket and an umbrella so you're prepared for later on tonight. And winds are going to pick up to 16 miles an hour coming from the south. Take a look at the current surface map. We see this cold front coming over here from the west, and we're going to see that within the next 48 hours, which is going to bring us some cool, dry weather, which is going to make, with this precipitation up here, it's going to make for some pretty gloomy weather for the rest of the week. And taking a look at our precipitation map, we see these clusters of rain up here near Rochester. They're probably going to come down and hit us later on tonight, which is why we're going to see some rain later on tonight, and some precipitation farther in the west is going to hit us throughout the rest of the week. And taking a look at the current dew points. And the dew points are in the high 30s right now, so it's relatively comfortable weather, but it's going on to the drier side of things. So with the precipitation and the cold weather we're going to see this week, it's going to make for some more uncomfortable weather than we've seen in the last few weeks, but it's still in the relatively comfortable range, so nothing too bad yet. And taking a look at the 5-day forecast. We're in for a pretty gloomy week this week. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to see rain with a chance of 60 and 70%. Temperatures are going to be in the low 50s, high 40s, excuse me. And Thursday, we're going to see, unfortunately, a wintry mix, which means some rain, some sleet, and potential snow. Friday, we're going to see that rain again with a chance of 50%. And Saturday, unfortunately, we're going to see that wintry mix again for a weekend earlier than we normally do.
Great, thanks, Rachel. And you can find just about anything you want to buy on the internet, including breast milk. But doctors say it's too much of a health risk. Details coming up next.
That's right, and Apple is getting ready to release 2 new projects. What are they and how will they affect you? Coming up after the break.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
I'm John Tomino.
I'm Nick Cardona.
And I'm Chris Wilner. And this is Citrus TV.
Thousands of mothers are turning to the internet to seek donated breast milk from other mothers who have had extra milk available to share. But according to a study conducted by a doctor and researcher, Sarah Kame, and her colleagues, the safety of online milk sharing is questionable. Milk shipped between moms often lacks the appropriate safety standards and could even be putting babies' lives at risk. And some good news for breast cancer survivors. Recent studies have found which foods increase chances of survival in former breast cancer patients. The long list includes foods from kale and whole grains to soy and salmon. After 2 decades of breast cancer being on the rise, new statistics show that it's been declining in recent years.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper.
Eva Leaks, a Twitter account that has leaked details about unreleased Nokia devices in the past, has recently released a picture of what it claims to be the upcoming Nokia mobile device. The Guru has been compared to the iPod Shuffle because it comes with no display screen and appears to have belt clips similar to the Shuffles. Nokia is holding a press event on Tuesday, but is still unclear whether the device will be unveiled there. Apple is releasing 2 new products tomorrow to reignite sales after 2 straight quarters of a declining profit. Apple CEO Tim Cook will debut a new HD iPad mini and a new thinner iPad in San Francisco. The iPad is Apple's second most popular product, only behind the iPhone, which the company also released new models of last month.
Hey, I'm Jay Alter. It was an ugly weekend for SU football down at Atlanta, but Syracuse basketball is looking promising after Orange Madness on Friday. Also, a look back at the NFL from this weekend. All that and more up next on Sports.
As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to like, do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
After SU football went on the road to earn its first ACC win against North Carolina State, Syracuse looked promising going down to Atlanta to face a Georgia Tech team who had lost their last 3 games. Sounds like an SU victory, right? You'd be wrong. The Orange struggled to deal with Georgia Tech's triple option, giving up nearly 400 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground. Meanwhile, offensively, Terrell Hunt struggled. The sophomore only mustered 62 total yards and threw an interception. He was even pulled from the game and replaced by Drew Allen. Allen didn't do much better, throwing an interception on his first pass attempt. The quarterback situation has been a big question mark for the Cuse all season long. And again, the Georgia Tech game ended up in a brutal 56-0 loss for the Orange. Now Syracuse limps into its bye week before it takes on Wake Forest on November 2nd. But don't worry, Syracuse sports fans, even though it's October, basketball season is right around the corner. The Orange is ranked 7th in the country, and we got a little sneak peek at this year's squad on Friday. With more about Orange Madness, let's send it over to Lauren Kostover.
On Friday night, the Dome was rockin'. The Syracuse basketball teams tipped off their season with Orange Madness Showcase. The program kicked off with returning players getting their rings for last year's Final Four appearance. Senior CJ Fair was the leading scorer in the inter-squad scrimmage with 16 points. No wonder he was voted ACC Preseason Player of the Year. Trevor Cooney looked like he has his shot coming together. He made 9 points on the night to lead the Orange Club at a 55-46 win. We need a little Christmas every now and then, even in October. Check out Recream Christmas with a sweet dunk. Sophomore Michael Benajay went on to beat Christmas in the dunk finals. The women's team took the court with a blue versus white scrimmage. Senior Ashley Coffey led the blue squad with 5 points in 8 minutes. The white team had a 10-7 victory. CJ Fair chose the ACC over the NBA this year, and Coach Boeheim says that he can now expect more from the power forward.
CJ finds a way to get his points. He knows how to play the game, and he plays off other players very well. He'll get more opportunities this year, I think, than he has in the past. Offensively, last year he was the second or third option most of the time, and this year he'll be the first option.
And you can hear more from Jim Boeheim by going on Citrus TV's sports blog to check out Coach Boeheim's one-on-one interview with Citrus TV's Gabe Altieri. Let's take a look at what's going on outside of Syracuse. The 0-6 Giants look for their first win against the Minnesota Vikings tonight at MetLife Stadium. The winless Giants need a better Eli Manning tonight. The two-time Super Bowl MVP has struggled this season. In fact, he leads the league with 15 interceptions. On the defensive side, New York has a tough task stopping last year's MVP, Adrian Peterson. Now taking a look at the other New York football team, the Jets. Geno Smith led Gang Green to an overtime win over the Patriots. The rookie came to play in the second half, scoring 17 points in the third quarter and leading to an overtime Nick Folk field goal. There it is. Oh, wait, no, that one went left. You see the penalty right here. Yellow hanky on the play. That's going to move Nick Folk up 15 yards. And here we go. That one he doesn't miss. There's the flavor. Nick Folk gives the Jets a 30-27 win against the Patriots.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. Coming up, we'll have your wake-up weather.
And one hotel in Florida has a different take on pumpkin carving. Stay tuned.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
All right, Rachel Wolski's back in our studio. And Rachel, what's it going to be like tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, we're going to see definitely a lot of rain, so you're definitely going to get some boots, pants, jacket, and an umbrella to be prepared for tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks a lot. Halloween is just around the corner, but you know what? We're about out of time. Citrus TV News is, well, we're all live on citrustv.net. You can check out all of our content, and on Twitter and Facebook.
I'm Anna Giles. We'll see you next week.